Hey you guys, in this short video we're going to do a quick unboxing of all this Scanstrut Mini and Midi series universal mounting systems, the same kind of mounting systems that we use to mount our iPad, our phone and mobile devices, and all our cameras all around our boats, truck, and camper. So here we go. We think, as of right now, we have no affiliation with them, no commitment, we're not sponsored, anything like that. They have two different types of mounting models. One's called a Mini, one's called a Midi. So I think I ordered all Mini components, and we'll just see how they integrate with each other and work. There's three different components to these products, and we have the base, and they make all different types of bases depending what you're mounting to. And then there's a body, and that's generally, I think, a universal body. It's a ball joint on either end to the base and then to the top, which is the third component of the mounting system. So here's one of the base units. It's the suction cup base. Alright. Pretty heavy duty. I guess you take this plastic off, which keeps it clean. Put it down the table flat. Could probably lift the table. That seems like it could be useful. We use a suction cup sometimes where we don't want to mount anything permanently and it's a nice smooth surface. Sometimes suction cup is the way to go. So let's see how the things integrate with that. Here's the body. This is the second part of their mounting system. Here's the top of the body, here's the bottom, and the bottom just clicks into the base. Something like that, I guess. Alright, bam, you hear a little click, and now it's in, and that's the unit. Well, almost all of it. And then you just unclip it, and it pops off. Cool. So it seems pretty solid. Seems pretty high quality. It feels like maybe aluminum. So they have this little knob here. This is what you can use to adjust the body. So see how it's a ball joint on either end. That end, that end. And then once you tighten the knob, that locks it in place. So that feels really solid. I like how the knob is significant. It lets you put a good amount of leverage on there. It doesn't feel like anything is going to break or anything if you crank it down. Oh, and that's pretty good. I have to use a lot of force to be able to move that, which is a good sign. And then you could just uncrank it, loosen it up, and then pivot it. And then if you want, just unclick it. So I wonder, yeah. One concern I would have is how, if we're in a lot of vibration or chop or anywhere where this thing is shaking around wherever it's mounted, how easy it might be for that to unclip on its own. But it seems like it's clipped in there pretty solid, and yeah, the teeth in here there's two separate teeth that go onto that latch there, and they seem pretty significant. It doesn't feel like it could pop out or anything. Alright, let's see what else they have. I'm going to take this again. Here is another base. So this is called the oversized non-standard rail base. I think it's just like a cable tie base. So you can use cable ties to put this onto, alright, yeah, there we go. Onto something that's round or probably like a rail. You could see the profile underneath it. So it's kind of curved, but it looks like it could not form, but fit a wide variety of curved surfaces potentially. And then they have these super long cable ties that you could use to tie around it, and they could potentially be on something that's flat as well, that maybe a square tube or something like that. So another base. Let's see how this body clips on. Probably the same exact way. Okay, so this is just a rubber piece that probably helps form around that object you're cable tying to. But so that just comes off. That body fits nicely on there, same way it did on the other suction cup mount. Alright, so here is one of the top pieces, and this is a 1/4 inch thread for what you would find on the bottom of a camera. So it looks like, I've read this before, you would take this little Allen key. I have my pliers as Allen key though, just a threaded bolt. Let's take that out of the top. And there's a lock nut, or there's a lock washer in there too, so I don't know if I'm supposed to keep that in there. Yeah, we'll keep it on here with this other piece. And we'll screw this into the body, or the top part of the body. Cool, and just screw that on tight. And then you could just screw in your little camera onto that. So that's the 1/4 inch thread that you find on the bottom of all cameras, basically. I don't have one readily available to test out, but I think you get the idea. And a little Allen key in there if you want to tighten that really good. Okay, what else we have? An adhesive base. So just another style base. And we oh wow, that's significant. So we have generally been using like this same sort of tape, 3M VHB tape, the double-sided tape, and we'll stick, like in the past we've stuck RAM mount bases all around everywhere, and that way we don't have to drill into anything to have it stick there. It's like semi-permanent. Like you might be taking some paint off when you take that off, but at least you don't have any screw holes through there. And generally if it's like gel coat or something like that, you probably aren't going to rip that off. But just another base. Yeah, this is a much wider base than what we have been using with the other mounting system. Cool. Works the same way. Alright, let's see what else we have. Alright, action camera mount. We use GoPros all the time, and this is another top section of this mounting system. So this looks like just a way. We have a GoPro bracket somewhere. So this just looks like just a way you could connect your action camera to this mounting system, and then kind of converting it to the action camera mounting system, specifically GoPro. So I guess it looks like you just put this on the body there, and then use that threaded bolt that we had before with that lock nut, lock washer. Okay, and there we go. So now you have an action camera top piece, and then here's the case, mounting case we always use for our GoPros and stuff. So that just goes in there, and then you pin it in. So one thing to say about that is that, alright, you can always take that off, take your action camera or GoPro off or whatever, but you still have this top piece stuck on here, and that's going to be on there until you take an Allen key to there, or pliers maybe, or whatever, and undo that. It's not like a simple, unless you can unscrew this enough, but no. You won't be able to use this top piece for anything else other than a GoPro unless you take your Allen key or pliers and take this bolt out of here. It's not like any sort of thumb screw or anything you could twist off. That might be an idea for the future for them. So besides mounting all our cameras all over the place for filming, obviously for this and our other YouTube channel, we always use our iPad for navigation. We use it in the truck, we use it on the Corsair we're towing, we use it on our cruising catamaran, wherever we are, we always use the iPad for navigation. So I'm excited that this could be a solution for mounting that iPad. And then we always have our phones with us, obviously, like everyone else does, and sometimes we like to just have our phones mounted somewhere. They're not laying on the table or tucked away in storage somewhere, just it's mounted. So if you want to access something on your phone, it's right there in front of you and you know where it is. So here's the adjustable rail mount. So a lot of things on a boat specifically are, oh wow, this is different, are like a 1-inch rail or sometimes a 2 or 3-inch rail. Wow, but look at that, that thing's beefy. So this is different from that one. So I wonder if this is the Midi. It doesn't say. It just says adjustable rail mount. I don't know, you could see the difference between the two bodies there. This one is way bigger. It's definitely some sort of aluminum. Yeah, anodized aluminum probably. Seems like high quality. So, wow, it's heavy. Yeah, and these balls are bigger too. These look like maybe 3/4 inch balls, and these are like 1 inch, 1 1/4, something. So definitely a little bit beefier than this whole body. And obviously, it works the same exact way. Seems pretty solid. I wonder if this top piece is the same. The top piece looks the same. Let's just take this bolt out and make sure. Yep, they look universal, so I like that. I always like when things are universal. I understand why they might have two different models of these. You know, some things are just a bit bigger and they need more, I don't know, more holding power. Now this rail mount, there's no wing nut or thumb screw or anything like that. You need an Allen key to open up this rail mount here, and then obviously put it on your rail and use the Allen key to cinch it back down. So that'll make it nice and solid wherever it's mounted, but it won't make it super easy to take off if you need to take it off. So here is the phone mount kit, and again, this is mini, it says right on the box, so I'm assuming this is going to be more like a body like this. So it comes with a suction cup base. So this is like a kit specifically for your phone mount. Again, it's the same exact body that we have here that we took out before. This is on a different base. Alright, same exact body. I don't know why one's red and one's white, but they look the same to me. Cool. Alright, and then we have suction cup base. It looks like the same exact suction cup base that we saw here. Pretty neat. Alright. Cool. And then the top piece is, here we go, this phone clamp. So, let's see. Alright, so you got to press this red button to open it back up. Slide it up and down, probably match your phone there. Alright, cool. So use that red button to release it, slide it up, and then it's like a ratcheting mechanism that you can clamp down on your phone, and then you can't pull it back up unless you press that red button. Cool. Alright, then we just put our phone, it's got the same little cutout, a square block that goes on the top piece there. Plugs right into there. And then we have our lock washer, and then the bolt goes in there. But again, you need the Allen key to tighten it, especially there because it's recessed to go into the phone mount. Alright, well that's tight enough to test there. Alright, so you could potentially have this stuck onto, I don't know, your windshield maybe of your car, if you're using your phone for navigation. Alright, so you could tighten it up there. And then you could undo that, put your phone in there, and just ratchet it back. Get it tight on there. Feels pretty good. I'd like to see one more click. Oh. What does that do? Oh yeah. So that just helps ratchet it, pulling that lever. Cool. Alright, so we'll put our phone back in there, and we'll use that lever to tighten it up. That got it pretty tight. There we go. That's more solid than it was when I was doing it in my hand. Wow. You can have it on your windshield. Cool. like that. It feels solid. Like, our truck vibrates a lot, and the suspension is probably rougher than most vehicles, but that's not going anywhere as long as the suction cup holds. Which I know suction cups in general are tough. Like, if it gets warm under there, it'll release the pressure, but this seems like it has a really good clamping mechanism, so maybe it'll be better than normal. So that's the phone mount kit. And I think you can buy all these components separately. Obviously, you can buy the base, whatever base you want. You could buy the body, and then you could just buy this phone clamp here. All right, we'll put that over there for now. Let's see what else we got. The iPad clamp. So this is the Rokk Mini tablet mount kit. And it shows you on the back. See what we get in the kit. So again, it's the same Mini system, not the Midi system. And I'm really curious now, is this the Midi system? Another suction cup mount with that one, with the iPad holder. Same body, mini body. And then we got our tablet mount here. And it comes with, it looks like, what is this? So this is just a washer, so we'll, alright, I'll show you what we'll do here. Alright, so the body goes on the back here. It's a little square channel there. Can you see it? Body goes on the back underneath there. On this side, there's a washer, so the washer just has more clamping power on this side. It won't pull through so easily with something heavy like an iPad or heavier. So we got this, goes there. Let's see if we can. So this is recessed as well, but I have some room inside to use my pliers to tighten it. But again, same Allen key. Let's put it on a suction cup base that it came with. And there's our iPad clamp. It looks like the same exact ratcheting mechanism. So you press this button to slide it up, open it, and then you can put your iPad in, and then push it down, and then ratchet it with the little tab here on the side. And you can see that closing up the mount there. So bam, tablet goes right in there. Close it up with our hand there, and then we'll ratchet it, get it a little tighter. So I wonder if that's a safety. Oh. Well, either way, that's on there nice and tight. Now that's our iPad mount. I like it. Feels pretty solid. I was curious if, because they make the two different mounting systems, the Mini and the Midi, if we were pushing the limits, and I know it's based on weight and I could look that up somewhere, but I was wondering if we were pushing the limits with the iPad on the Mini system, but it really doesn't seem like it. Like, I didn't even tighten it up that good. Now it's tight. That's not going anywhere. It's not moving in the mount at all. Cool. I like it. Could even potentially... So one little thing with these suction cup mounts is you have to have the body off the mount to use a suction cup. But I guess that helps lock it in place. So if the body is on the base, you can't release the lever to unsuction it. The body has to come off the base for you to be able to pull that lever up. But I guess that helps lock the suction cup in place, so you couldn't accidentally flick up that lever if you weren't meaning to. But you could potentially put that suction cup base right there, wherever flat surface is in front of you, and then put the body on, and then that can be your little iPad holder or whatever. That's cool. Type on here. Awesome. Here's a little unboxing of the Rokk Mini products that they sent us to try out. They seem like really high quality. I like the way they've done a lot of things here. I look forward to testing them out and seeing how well they hold up, especially in the marine environment. Oh, cool. So it gives the materials that these things are made out of, and it's basically corrosion-resistant marine-grade aluminum. That's the body, I'm sure, and maybe parts of some of the bases, and maybe part of that little top plate. And then 316 stainless steel, and then glass reinforced nylon. So obviously the nylon's the plastic pieces, but having it glass reinforced makes it that much stronger. I don't know if that sounds like aluminum, but this piece I'm sure is glass reinforced nylon. So if those materials should hold up really well in the marine environment and anywhere else you might use them. Let me know how you guys like that video. Let me know if I missed anything in the unboxing and the quick overview and what you'd want to see as I test out these mounts and the mounting system. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a comment below. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything in the future. Quick clarification as I'm reading through their brochure here. Yeah, the Mini series is most of the stuff, which is rated for devices up to 1.2 kilograms, which according to Google is 2.646 pounds, so around 2.5 pounds. And then the Midi series, which this adjustable RAM mount is, in fact, the Midi series, the bigger series, but still universal with that same top plate here and the same thread size and everything like that. But these are rated for devices up to 3 kilograms, which is 6.614 pounds, so like 6.5 pounds, which is pretty hefty. All right, thanks, bye.